Age of Empires Mobile has finally become available for everyone to download. But you may be wondering, what should you be spending your money on in this game? Join me to find out. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Age of Empires mobile video from your very own Shappy Gaming. Today, I am going to be talking about spending in Age of Empires Mobile. Now, first things first, you don't have to spend in this game if you don't want to. But like any mobile game, spending will help you get further along, and it will help you get some things in game that are going to be a little bit harder to come by otherwise. And in Age of Empires Mobile, there are so many finite resources that you need that it can end up being really important to get these things through spending. So first things first, let's talk about the different things that you can spend on in this game. So Age of Empires Mobile has no shortage of items, right? You've got the Lucky Moments bundle, you have all of these different bundles in here, and all of them are here with the intention of you spending on them. Now, there are some that are more valuable than others, and the main thing that I want you to keep in mind here is that some resources are finite and harder to come by than others. And what that means is you probably shouldn't be spending your money on resources that you can get from other ways. So first things first, what might you want to spend on? A good example of something that you might want to spend on is an event that you can actually unlock greater rewards based upon the amount of time you play. A perfect example of this is actually the Kingdom's Horde event. So I'm definitely going to be buying this here, but as you can see, as you continue to play, you will get lots of great rewards. Now, one of those finite resources that I was talking about is actually going to be these Universal Legendary Hero Medals. And you may be wondering, Shappy, why do these matter? Well, if you're coming from Rise of Kingdoms, these are the same thing as your heads for your commanders. And you need these medals in order to level up your different commanders. And as you can see, they're really hard to come by. And so you can get them through the first top-up pack, or you can use Universal Hero Medals for some commanders. Now, that does bring us to another thing that you might want to get. The first top-up bundles and the Imperial Glory bundles. Both of these are actually pretty good. For $5, and you can get 2 of them with this particular one, and I believe this scales, you can get a lot of these coins that you can then use on commanders. Now, which commander should you use it on? I'll leave that up to you. Personally, I'm going to go for Mulan because I think archers are pretty good, and she is pretty great in this game. But moving back to the Kingdom's Horde, I like this event because if you're active and you're playing the game, you can get a lot of bang for your buck. Now, the other thing that's worth spending money on is when you summon a commander. We're going to do this right now just to show you. When you summon a commander, there is a chance for you to get another bundle that also will give you those same little tokens. So let's go through here. We're about to summon Richard. Let's spin the Wheel of Fortune. Go. Okay, that may have been the worst spin that I think I've ever gotten, but all good. This legendary skill scroll is actually really not bad. If you are considering spending and you can get one of these, it's not a bad idea to consider it. You want the legendary skill scrolls, you want the legendary tokens that we were just talking about, and then another thing that's really good is if you come into your commanders here, you'll actually see that you have the ability to swap their skills. You want to be able to do that. And in order to do that, you need these legendary skill medals. So if you can spend money in this game, you want to get legendary skill medals, you want to get the legendary skill commander universal tokens that you can expend, and you want to make sure that you are only getting those items if you can. And if you can get it with some resources, based on what I've seen so far, that tends to be a pretty good value. So let's go in here and let's claim our Richard, and I can show you that other bundle that I absolutely recommend popping. So there we go, and here is Richard for us. So we're going to exchange for him, we'll get this really cool animation. Very cool. Skip. We got Richard the First, who is a great commander. I would choose him over Attila personally, but this is the bundle that I was talking about. Again, Universal Legendary Hero Medals are insanely valuable in this game, and you get a lot of resources, which personally I found that I am needing a fair bit. So I recommend buying this, and there are a couple bundles that you can get when you actually upgrade your city. Those are also a great value. So consider those if you're looking at spending on this game. Generally, I say buy the bundles that you can earn value over time on, and buy the bundles that you are going to be able to get those coins and the heads and the skill unlocks for. But that's not all. There are actually a couple other bundles you're going to want to be considering, especially if you're spending in this game. The first of which is actually going to be the monthly pass bundle. Now you have two options here. You can get the first one, which is $3 per month, or you could get the other one, which is $5, but you do get a coupon. Now, the main difference here is actually going to be the value that you get from the Empire coins that you get every single day. If you log in all 30 days, then you get a ton of coins, and this is probably the best way to get coins in this game. Now, I'll be honest, the other things that you get here are not terribly valuable. The resources are nice to have, the skill points are fine, but the XP tomes really aren't all that useful. But the main value that you're getting here is the coins. Speaking of coins, there is one bundle that you cannot skip, and that is the Growth Fund. If you're spending on this game, the Growth Fund is probably the most valuable bundle that you could possibly buy because it rewards you as you grow in this game. This gives you the most coins of any bundle for the small price that you pay up front, and I think it's totally worth it. Now, if you're anything like me, the last bundle that you're going to buy is going to be the bundle that you get because you want to have a third building functionality. And I did the same thing. I wanted the third building queue. I think it was between $2 or $3. This was totally worth it, and I recommend it to you too if you're trying to grow quickly. Now, once again, you do not need to spend in Age of Empires, but if you're going to, hopefully this helps you get the best bang for your buck in this game. And if you've enjoyed, be sure to drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right-hand corner, for more Age of Empires mobile and Rise of Kingdoms content. Thank you all. Shappy out.